Previously on my Inhumans Lego minifigure collection, I reviewed all of these Ling Inhumans minifigures. If you want to see that review, check out the video in the corner. But one of my main things that I said during this review was that it was missing one character, and that was Maximus, which Ling has now put out in collaboration with Bob's Customs. I'm very excited to take a look at this minifigure and compare them to all the rest of them, so let's go ahead and get into the review. Continuing the look from all of Ling's minifigures as well as the other Ling's and Bob's Customs collaborations. It's going to have the same plastic container, and it's going to be numbered out of 40, just like all those other collabs. On the front features the tile that says the number and shows a render of the minifigure. And on the back, like all their other minifigures, it's going to have a description of the character as well as a quote from the comics. So this is a nice figure setup and is the same as all their other ones, so no surprises here. Let's get the figure on the stand. And just first glance at this Maximus figure, I am really loving the detail here and definitely matches the quality that the Ling minifigures and also the Bob's collabs with them have had. Just standout minifigures, great detailing. And for the line here of minifigures in the Inhumans family, the detailings and colors in the minifigures is going to be pretty limited for the most part, looking at all these other ones with their classic comic book designs. And then Maximus comes out with the cool molded parts and all of the line detailing and wraparound printing throughout. You can see on the legs, it goes all the way around. That even continues to the inside of the legs. So standout detailing there with even more straps and inside detailing that they probably could have left out, since it also continues the sort of rectangle designs that are on the outside. So that's really cool to see. Looking at the arms, great arm printing, and you can see that there are those green sleeves that continue around the top there. Moving the arm up. Looks like the inside of the arm isn't printed, but doesn't have to be in this case since it is that black design on the outside, other than those like watches or whatever are on his more wrist area. It's really the subtle detailing that really stands out to me, where it is the light green and then the slightly darker green on the outside of the legs, or dark green for the feet. But looking at the sort of gem circle designs on the front, those look really great as well. And just have that really nice shaping to make it seem like it is a 3D object printed on there. Gives it depth and just looks cool and adds more variety to the kind of plain torso, but also really it isn't if you look at it, because a more subtle detailing is some of those muscle lines outlining the outside of the torso. I am really enjoying how thin those lines are, where they don't stand out a whole bunch to break up the rest of the detailing. They're very subtle, but they work very well. So, gotta give them points there. And the torsos always have really nice wraparound as well, where you can see that those green sort of stripes and armor plating continue around. One thing I'll point out though, when it comes to the molded part on the head, kind of feels too difficult to remove the head. I'm not sure if I would be able to. I definitely have to do it off camera, because you can get the hairpiece off, that's nice and easy. Nothing printed at the back of the head. So really you don't have to remove it, but getting a grip on the head to pull it off without potentially damaging these two plastic parts seems like a bit of a chore. And it's weird, the black one has some movement to it, but the green one feels like it is very tight on the head. So I'm not sure what the part sort of dynamic, I guess you would say, is for those, but try and remove that quick. And I was able to get it off. I just kind of pushed up on the bottom of the green neck part. And here is what the minifigure looks like without the whole neck piece. It is a pretty simple design where it just has the black part with some curve on it to go over the shoulders so the arms can still move. Just sits. And then the other neck sort of part is also just a round piece of plastic. It looks like it does have about the width around that it needs to fit around the bottom of the Lego neck. So both of those parts look pretty good together, like you already saw, and when they are put together creates a nice effect and just fits very perfectly. The green might be a little bit different than anything seen on the torso. I guess it would probably match these shades of green the most out of any of them. It does seem like the torso coloring is a bit lighter. Face expression is going to be great too, with some nice shading underneath the eyebrows to give him the more villainous look. I really couldn't ask for more from a Maximus, the Mad minifigure, like the one we're looking at today. So great figure by Ling and Bob's. And let's go ahead and get into some comparisons and the final verdict. I said it in my initial Inhumans review with the rest of the Ling minifigures. Lego is never going to put out any of these characters. Realistically, Black Bolt is the only one with a fighting chance. But look at how amazing these minifigures are, though, by Ling. I really couldn't have asked for anything more from any of the royal members here. Obviously, I would have liked a Lockjaw as well, but sounds like that's not going to be in their plans. But from what you have here for the actual human-type minifigures, it's great. You can always brick build Lockjaw if you really wanted to. And just seeing Maximus with some other comic Fantastic Four villains is great too. You know, it is a bit more on the detailed side with all the extra line work, but facial design is still going to fit anything Lego puts out. And then also, you know what? It's really just shapes and stuff, and that's going to fit in with Lego too. Other than the extra side printing, which is great. Very big positive there for the character. This is just a Lego minifigure, and nothing about it screams that it is too detailed, there's too many colors, anything like that. It is really just perfect, especially as a representation of that character. Same goes for all these Ling minifigures, you know, other than Crystal, who ends up being a bit more modern than the rest of them. I really couldn't ask for anything differently from them, and it's great to see all these characters next to a almost fully functional Fantastic Four team. Still need a Thing minifigure that scales a little bit better with the actual minifigures. The Big Fig, it's fine. I like the look of it a lot, but it's still too big. Need something that is a bit more scaled with the Jin Venom or the Jin Swamp Thing. I think that'll be perfect. But what a great lineup. Glad to wrap up on the royal family with Maximus. It's something I pointed out in my older review of the rest of the family was that I needed him, and finally got one. Let me know though, with him now in the collection, which of these Inhumans is your favorite? I honestly think it might be Maximus now. I think the detailing, the accessories work really great for him, but Triton's still pretty up there too. If you want to see more custom Lego Marvel videos or custom videos overall, check out all the videos on my channel. I've been Brick Radiop, and I'll see you in the next video.